What it do, my people? Marcus. Got our first official video. I'm not gonna fake no hype energy or anything. Bro's tired. So woke up early, got into the gym, got that work in, got my own business, you feel me? So had to work through all that, get all that done. I don't know what was going on traffic today, but usually take me 40 minutes to get home and that's already too long. Took like an hour and 20 today. But we still here. We made it through the day. It's Friday. Hey, got a got a video, official video. Even wrote some notes down and stuff. Wanted to bring this to you boys. These are 5 things I wish somebody would have taught me or told me when I was, you feel me, young. I got married when I was about 20 years old. I'm 34 now. I'm in the process of getting divorced. You feel me? Like it all comes at you real quick, and it's just things that I didn't even know. Just being ignorant. Everybody like me growing up, how I grew up. I grew up. My mom, real religious pastor, step pops pastor. Just grow up in that environment of just you know how that could be if you grew up like that, where you ain't having no chicks over, no none of that. If you, I know, growing up in church, niggas get married just to have sex. Meet their girlfriend 3 6 months, get married. Okay, this is my wife. Nigga just wanted to be divorced in the next 2 years. That wasn't really me because I had knew my girl before I got married. I was real black sheep. I wasn't really trying to be a part of it, but circumstances happened, and I ended up getting married real early. But these are 5 things I wish somebody would have told me when I was younger. But number one, make sure it's the right one. Make sure this is your decision and you gonna stick through it, because divorce, it ain't no joke. I ain't even, there's certain things, and just like, yeah, we know it could be, well, I ain't even know it. See, you would think somebody, but no, I didn't know how expensive things could be. For one, you feel me? Shorty always used to tell me no matter what. Like I used to, we'd be young and stuff like that, and you just playing around like, oh, you probably put me on child support. No, I never put you on child support. I ain't know once you married, ain't no decision on whether you gonna be on child support or not. Like once you get divorced and you married, you on child support, like mandated by the judge. I remember talking to a lawyer, just a little consultation. He was telling me, I'm like, nah, she's not gonna put me on child support or anything. He like, bro, do you not understand? Like, that's not her decision. It's the judge. So that would just blew my. I'm like, bruh, like things that like somebody would have told me, and it's like maybe that wouldn't have made me, but it makes you think before you feel me doing something that you just do because you feel like, oh, this is something I should do. I love this girl. What can I do? Like in my situation, when I was 20, feel me, going through a rough patch, trying to be something I wasn't. You feel me, going through that. You feel me, adolescent phase. A nigga got locked up. You feel me, and when I got locked up, I only got locked up for 3 months. But while I was locked up, like it may seem like that's not a long time, but while I was in there, I wasn't supposed to be doing no 3 months. Like you could ask anybody like who knew about my case and stuff like that. All my cousins who like had lawyers and stuff like that and knew about stuff like that, they were telling me, oh yeah, they were telling, not telling me, but because I was locked up, telling my mom, yeah, that boy ain't getting out no time soon. Like he's like doing 7 with his charge. I had like, what was it? Robbery with a deadly weapon, aggravated like battery and all that shit. Like I had a whole bunch of crazy ass charges. Like niggas see my sheet in there and niggas was calling me Osama in that bit. Cause I was not, I ain't having the you feel me, the beard on point now. You feel me? But I used to have a patchy ass beard when I was young. Nigga was looking crazy in there. But people would see my charges and be like, what the heck? But it was just like it wasn't even all that. Like ain't gonna get onto all that. But yeah, I was in there and I'm thinking I'm about to do 15 years. People telling me minimum you're gonna do is 7, and I'm just going through it. But that wasn't even the main thing. While I was in there, I had a lot of friends, people, you feel me, crew, gang. whatever y'all want to call it nowadays, y'all youngins. But bro, like who I thought were gonna be there for me wasn't there. My best friend, nigga, I thought that was my bro. Nigga took like a month and a half to come and see me, and when he came to see me, he was like, "Bro, can't believe like how you did this and stuff like that," and worrying about like he out there, I'm in here locked up, thinking I'm about to be here for life, and he over here worrying about nigga got evicted, and yeah, I fucked up and I did some dumb ass shit, but I'm thinking as bro, like nigga, you see what I'm going through? Like I'm fighting for my life in here. You at your mom's house probably just chilling. You mad we lost an apartment? But hey, then there was other people that I didn't even think like shorties I ain't even talked to, and shorties like I ain't talked to because I did them dirty, did crazy stuff too. Came visitations, be there for me, writing for me. You feel me? And one of the main ones that was there was my soon-to-be wife, my girl through it all. Those 3 months, like it was only 3 months, but it's just like we weren't thinking it was gonna be 3 months. We're thinking this is gonna be freaking minimum 7 years, up to 15 years. So it's like I'm going through all this and we doing this and she held it down. You feel me? My mom's a praying lady. Like I said, I grew up in a real religious house. Um, I can't really go into all the things of why I ain't think I was coming out. But trust me, like a lot of things that weren't supposed to go my way ended up going my way with, you feel me, with evidence, like stuff that was just like miraculously just gone and nobody tampered with it. No foul play, no none of that. Like it was just all being aligned by God. So with that being said, like I'm getting out there and I'm thinking like, yo, all the people I thought that was for me wasn't for me. And the person that was there, you feel me? Let me what can I do for this person? What can I do to repay? What does a girl want? Marriage. So me and then like I said with my I'm over there locked up 3 months and I know once I get out, I'm gonna get out. Now I'm learning I'm gonna get out. And then when I'm getting out, I'm like, I'm gonna be on house arrest. You know, my horny ass. I'm thinking about, bro, I ain't cracked no cheeks in like 3 months, bro. I'm trying. So me, young dumbass nigga, like, my mom ain't gonna let her stay over here at the crib unless I'm married. So let me marry her. On top of, you feel me, she held it down. What can I do to do, like, you feel me, to repay her for that? What does a girl want more than marry? Like all girls, they want to be, you feel me, princesses, queen, like want to get married. So I did that. And you feel me, that brings me up into the second one. You feel me? Second point number two is make sure your reason is valid. Make sure it's your reason, not you feel me, somebody what you grew up or what your religion's telling you or with your parents or your like if you grew up in a single, you feel me, mom, like a single mom household, however you say that, my bad. You feel me? I'm not the best speaker. But single mom or you have a dominant mom. Because me, I grew up like single mom, but also dominant mom. Like my mom, once my mom did have my pops, who like I have mad respect for now, but as a youngin, it wasn't like that. You know how growing up, how that could be having a stepfather. I didn't really listen to him, and it wasn't only that I didn't listen to him. I didn't really respect him because he used to let my mom ran it. So a lot of the ideology, a lot of things being spoken to, you feel me, was through my like me having a lens of my or the subconscious thing in my mind being my mom. So it's like me just knowing like, oh, okay, once I get out, I'm not gonna be able to do this if this is that, or you're supposed to do this, and all these things making me make not making me, but you feel me, influencing my decision making. So do not make no decisions based off that because once you have to make the decision to get out of it or stay in it, they ideas and their thoughts don't matter. You feel me? So like just really make sure it's what you want to do. Not your religion, not your God, not your mom, not your dad, like you. Make sure that's you, bro. You feel me? Number three is not having no male if you don't got no male guidance in your life. I'm not saying it can't happen because a lot of people there's some people, you feel me? They might not have their father or anything, but they did have some type of male guidance. But if you don't have no male guidance in your life, how you gonna be a husband if you can't be a man? And a lot of my problems and a lot of the problems in my marriage stemmed off of I didn't know how to be a man. I didn't know how to lead. I ain't have really much nothing. I was young. I got married when I was young, so like, you feel me? Nobody to tell me these things. Nobody to tell me, yo, bro, like, yeah, she held you down and all that stuff, but you feel me? You still young. Chill out, bro. Like I ain't have never had that. And even with my pops, like my pops been there since I was what 7. He's been in my life practically majority of my life, but I did not respect him as a thing. Like I just started calling him. I'm 34. I just started calling him real pops and really like respecting him as my dad when I was older, nigga, like 27, 28, like really maturing and become like, nigga, this nigga been here for you your whole life. And he's like sacrificed so much and he ain't even have to. Like I ain't come out of his sack. But with him, like he's so delusional, nigga. Like he really like people tell him, "Oh, y'all look like each other." This nigga 6'2", I'm 5'8" and a half. Like I'm black, nigga. That nigga Puerto Rican. Niggas be like, "Oh, you look at him." He be like, "Oh yeah, that's my son." Like I love dude, but like I wasn't like that when I was younger. I was being real ignorant, real dumb. So you feel me? I wasn't taking no male guidance, and I didn't really have none that I respected. So I didn't have nothing to tell me and nobody to guide me into that. So if you don't got really no male guidance in you, and you listen to a whole bunch of females and shit like that, that shit's gonna put you in a position where you act like me. You feel me? Divorced. You feel me? No, I've got a business now, and thankful my pops passed it on to me. But you feel me? It used to be better. Like that shit went to shit, and now I'm trying to bring it back up. So this is things I should have been focusing on when I was 20, not now. But hey, everything happens for a reason. So I don't want to get lost in my. See, I'm talking. And I'm fucking with it because you feel me. This is my first video where I'm not forcing. Like if you look at the walk and talk videos, I'm not forcing it, but I'm kind of like trying to find something to think of and trying to keep on going. But number 4 is, you feel me? Have your finances are like I'm saying. I'm here. Look at me, divorce, not having no male guidance, not you feel me, doing what I was supposed to, having what I was lying, and I didn't have my finances in order. So it's like if you don't got your finances in order, how can you provide? If you can't provide, you can't leave. No matter if she says she loves you, I'm gonna love you and all that stuff. You see it through time that when situations come and she got to put in the grunt of the work, you feel me? Little sass, a little disrespect here, a little disrespect there. When you want to implement certain things, maybe you're doing better off now. Like I started slowly getting better, but she always had like, even if they don't know it, and she's not do because she's a real good lady. Like my ex-wife, nothing bad about her. I don't even like calling her my baby mama or not. I call her the mother of my children. You feel me? Love the lady, always going to. But you feel me? There was little things where I would see subconsciously she just couldn't follow my lead, and I get it because I didn't have that. You feel me? That I didn't have myself in order, which is majority of a reflection. If you believe in God and you believe like me, I'm predominantly believe in Christ and stuff like that. Your fruits. If you ain't got no fruits, why anybody gonna want to follow you? So that's one thing. And if you can't lead shorty, she's not gonna respect you. And the main thing is what you should want in any marriage before love or anything is respect. Respect outweighs everything. I'd rather be respected than be loved or any of that, because with respect, you feel me, you be able to give guidance, direction, and stuff can actually grow and flourish. So with that being said, the number 5 would be no more personal goals, bro. One thing like me coming up, I wanted to do music. I used to love music. That was like my whole thing. Or even as I got older, I've gotten into fitness now and stuff like that. All that personal stuff and all those, you feel me, goals I had for myself, it doesn't matter. Like, it's not that it doesn't matter no more. And certain people be like, oh, what do you mean? But majority, if you're trying to be great at something, you see all the greats, you feel me, they either have bad relationships with their kids because they were so focused on stuff, or bad thing with their wives because, you feel me, they couldn't give no time to their wife and they had to be locked in. But once you get married, ain't no more of that. Like it's not gonna be as easy to do as in my 20s if I would have just been, you feel me, locked in, focusing on the goal, getting right, and you feel me, having myself established and in order to be able to, you feel me, one day have a partner. whether it's marriage, whether it's long-term relationship, but just being able to lead and be able to, you feel me, have those things where she could look at me and be like, yeah, that's the man I want to follow. That's the man I want to respect. Look, he got all his shit in order. But if you're trying to do that now, it's like, nigga, what about us? This is what we got to do as a family. And you don't know what she want to do. Like me, I wanted to do music. I wanted to be on, get in all that stuff. But to be in that, for me, how I made music, I had to be like, that's when I was on drugs. Had to be fucking bitches. Had to be, you feel me, get in my mode. And that would just fuck with my marriage. So I was never on point with my marriage. And then when I was getting right on music and I was like, okay, I'm finally getting in the mood, in a mode, and I'm getting everything rocking, I can't even really feel fully immersed into that because, like, nigga, I'm feeling bad now because I'm doing all this crazy shit. So, yeah, no more personal stuff, but that's about it. I got one more thing, and it's for my young people. You feel me? You don't rush into something thinking this is all I'm gonna get. This is all I'm ever gonna. You feel me? I never know if I'll find a good girl. You know, shorties love to say, "Oh, you'll never find somebody good." It's hard to find good women. There's a lot of good women out here. There's a lot of crazy females out here. But nigga, if you turn yourself, if you can understand you are not at your full potential yet, and you're working and you don't know what the hell you're gonna become. If I would have knew like just like I was never like an ugly nigga or nothing, but I was scrawny as shit. Even without all that. No, none of that. Just if I could look at myself and just see who I was gonna become and just know like, okay, the ambitions, the drive I was gonna have, I wouldn't know. Like I wouldn't even give myself to nobody. Because who that nigga was, who I could look at myself at, you feel me, 14, 15 years ago, I'd be like, nigga, that's not nobody to be given to nobody. So work on yourself, boys. You feel me? I do this because like I've always said, like there's not really, I don't know, I don't, it's either they don't show that or put that in the algorithm, but I don't really see no videos on, you feel me, married men. I know there's Red Pill. I know there's all those different, you feel me, Look Maxine and doing all that stuff, but ain't nobody speaking from, you feel me, the, you feel me, husband or ex-husband or just being married type as a man. And if I can do this to help you, if you can see this, if you about to get married and you young as hell, maybe it'll make you, you feel me, not second guess yourself, but be clear. Oh, like this is the right thing. I have all this in point. I am making sure, you feel me, I know about divorce and all that stuff. I have a good understanding of what marriage is legally. You feel me? I know the reason I want to be with this person and it's my off my principles, off what I want to do. And then you got, you feel me, you had the guidance in your life and people, you've seen people married, you've seen people where it didn't work for, and then you got to, you feel me, go off that, and you have, what's it called, you got your finances order, you booming. You might be young, but you booming. There's mad rich ass young niggas nowadays. And then, you feel me, you got all your personal shit out the way, or you feel me, you found somebody who's aligned with you in your personal stuff, then hey, rock out. But these are 5 things I wish somebody would have told me before I got married. Hey, what they say, like, share, and subscribe. I'm out.